Welcome back. If we remember correctly, the door to the music room was somewhere around here. Let's check it out so we can complete that request. It's literally around the corner, so there's no point for a cut after that, is there? In here. Okay, so I know where the piano was. There's a piano here. It seems to be broken, but an eerie piano melody can be heard from somewhere. So, the idea is it's not coming from there, okay. I'm assuming there's something else. No? The record on the floor? Huh. The door is broken. Seems piano music is leaking through the cracks. I think we just need to work on the hinges here.
What?
You can go, Jan. Don't you think you're using too much force?
Ah!
Don't pick the ghosts. I'm sorry. Maybe we should try oiling them if they're sticking. I wonder if there's any oil around here.
For crying out loud.
Would something like that be in a skull? Potentially. How about checking a janitor's closet? Pretty sure you might find something in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's try looking for one. She just keeps on rolling. Is there a janitor's closet in this room? Decided to try to look for one. Wasn't there one? Yeah. There's like a cupboard here. There's a janitor's closet. Do you wish to open it? Give it a try. Triple dot exclamation question mark. Of course it's a bloody battle. And of course it's these three.
Enemies. The threat level is low. Alright,
Pop
let's
of
go.
haste. And let's see, silent circle. Yeah, stun circle. Aguilar. No, actually, let's get the Megiddo. And you've not got much to go over, Meragi, so.
Here I go!
Pyro Jack!
Good. Is there always worrying wind corrosion? Oh.
Persona! Konohana Sakuya!
Something at least.
I believe that enemy is weak to fire.
Let's do a new array. Almost got it from the looks of it. Well, got them. That's not Death Chaser. Let's go. Fatal End. Let's go the Meteorama just to be sure. And another Meragi.
Here I go! Dance, Konohana Sakuya! We cleaned them all up!
Nice.
That was fun!
Yeah, she's way far behind and I haven't got a persona on her. So, you know. Something came out.
Ah!
I'll give you my bean cake. I'll give you my dumpling. What else do ghosts like?
You okay? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It was just a shadow.
Hey.
Damn, you got some nerves of steel or something. You calm down and look into the closet to find some oil.
What's this?
Maybe we could use this instead of oil. Akihiko pulls out a can of floor wax. Well, that might work. It'll make it more slippery. So we just slip some in the cracks. Slip in, slippery, slip in.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Giggle storm incoming.
Sure.
Okay, let's try it out. You may be able to use this to grease the door. Decide to go check the door. I thought we were checking the music. What's the door about? Try putting some wax into the gap between the door and the door jamb. door opened. All the dots. It opened.
Oh, come on!
Why do you sound so disappointed?
That's a pity.
I just thought, this isn't fun at all.
What?
We're not here to have fun. In any case, you have completed the request. You should report to Elizabeth. What? What? You can't move. All the lights have gone out. Oh, look at the map. Feel as if you're surrounded. Stop laughing. All the dots? Whatever those were, they seem to be gone now. It's almost as if they were never there to begin with. What in the world could that have been? Please, no more. That was pretty funny. Do you want to see if we can make it do it again? I can't take this anymore. In any case, the request is probably complete. You should report to the nurse's office later.
Is that so?
I see. So it caused a supernatural phenomenon to occur.
Thank you very much.
Please send my regards to Yukiko. By the way, this isn't quite the same story, but I do know of a ghost story that is similar. Maybe a little long, but would you like to hear it? Let's hear it.
Understood.
Very well. A long time ago, 6 sisters and a mother lived together in a house, where they all got along very well. The 6 sisters would spend their days singing songs and playing with dolls. It was a household full of laughter. However, those happy days didn't last for long. One day, the mother fell ill. Without anyone to rely on, without the skills necessary to survive, the sisters all died one by one.
Now...
Fast forward to the present. One day, a man found a peculiar box at a construction site. The man cautiously opened the box. He was disappointed to see that the box was empty. Or so he thought. From nowhere, he heard the laughter of children. Perhaps the girls were reunited after all these years, and are once again playing with their dolls. Or perhaps not. I believe that was not bad for being thought of on the spot. I'm sure it will one day be a masterpiece. That was
so
it.
now...
And now then, this will be your reward. Please accept it if you will. Receive twin sheets. That was it? That was your ghost story? Alright, I guess.
Dun, 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 dun. Junpei has leveled up.
Oh, that's something.
I'm not done yet. There's no upper limit.
Bark, bark. Masukukujukujukuja. Indeed. Right, so before we head back to the labyrinth, let's just go check.
Please.
He's the Velvet Room. That's the nurse's office. Goddamn menu lag again.
Welcome.
It's like, I hate menu lag.
Please.
It's like, well, no, I haven't finished actually, like, doing everything, so you have to wait a second, like, ugh.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Nothing special here. Let's head back to the labyrinth. It's still dark, but my eyes are starting to get used to it.
Hey,
There's something on the ground here. Near your feet is a plate with reference room written on it. Reference room. Like we'll find something here.
Yes.
Let's take extra care in searching. Okay.
There seems to be something up ahead. Let us get closer to examine it.
Is that right there? There's notes everywhere. Piles of school newspapers are in disorderly stacks on the shelves. They're filled with articles by students about school events. Doesn't look like any of this will help us. A shame. Thought there would be something here. Or the darts. We may need to come back here later. Let's write it down on the map so that we don't forget. I'll be alright. No? Just wondering if there's anything else, like... Nope, alright. Let's actually write that down on the map. Like we need something, just some kind of marker. Go with the event. It was there-ish, wasn't it? I think it was there anyway. We need a battle now, don't we? Well, there's a shortcut. So let's shortcut that up. Be gone, you. Okay. Clearly gonna need a key. The door won't open. It seems to be locked. Ken, what's it say here? It says South Building. We'll probably need a key for this one too. Let's look for the South Building key. It's gotta be that way then. Another shortcut there. It seems like we can go that way. Same there. Not much else we can do, really. I'm proceeding sort of slowly in here, because it seems to make sense. So shortcut all the way down there.
The wall ahead is projecting large amounts of fishiness.
That's a way through, that's something at least. Why would I need that? There's gonna be a baby, isn't there? Huh. No baby.
Hey, doesn't this place look a little suspicious?
A little. Is this a dead end? You don't see any hints or anything hidden here. Not really. Just an ordinary dead... Okay. So let's hurry up and go, please. There's stuff dripping here. Okay, nothing special that way. Ah, there we go.
3 shadows. Some of them are unidentified. All right,
One
let's
over
go.
there. Okay, Sunlit Circle. Mamudo. I've still got her in a grip, Yukiko. Don't want you in the grip, need to get you out. I'll keep you in it for now.
Pyro Jack!
I can change formation in the actual labyrinth, can't I?
No way!
That's something.
Persona!
Nice.
Persona!
Bum 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 bum.
Target
Ba-dum,
lost.
Bum 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 bum.
Konohana Sakuya!
Bum 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 bum.
Leader, your defensive power has decreased. Be careful.
That's well, we got that going already. So shut. May as well. And you're not going to do much, but you know, get weakness maybe.
Pyro Jack!
Dance, Konohana Sakuya! We clean them all up. It's over. Good job, everyone.
Looks like a dead end. Is it just me, or are there a lot of dead ends here?
Now that I think
I've heard
about
that
it.
they intentionally set up dead ends in haunted houses.
Why is that?
It seems inefficient.
What?
Can we stop standing around and talking? Let's go. It's not this way, so... Is it that way? Wait. Could it be the other way? So that happens.
I see.
I understand now. Alright, so there's another dead end. Found a power spot thingy doodah, what's it? What they called? Where's the... There it is. Should really mark down the doors on these maps. Okay.
It looks like there's something in this area.
Ooh, it's like a fuse box of some sort. Something that looks like a control panel, alright then, for a machine is faintly visible on the wall.
Oh?
It's hard to see in this darkness, but it seems to be a switchboard. Get the lights back on.
What?
Does that mean we might be able to turn the lights on? Lights? Warm lights and food. Hot, steamy food.
Not quite.
I doubt that one switchboard can provide all of those things. But if we can get the lights on, we may be able to see a few things we couldn't in the dark. Let's ask Kanji.
Huh?
Pretty sure you're asking the wrong guy. That was the point. When it comes to machines, you should talk to Fuka. Hey Fuka, what do you think? It's hard to tell how the machine works from here. But I'm certain it's the source of power in the labyrinth. Doesn't seem like electricity is reaching that switchboard though. Won't do any good to use it now. I see. Oh, the dots question mark.
What's this?
Look here, there's something written on that note. A note is posted next to the switchboard reading, "Go to the reference room to operate." The reference room? You should find more information there, but I've been there already.
Roger that.
Alright, so let's go check it out.
Huh.
Reference room. I remember coming across that on our way here.
Huh?
Wasn't there nothing but stacks of newspapers there?
Yes.
That's what I recall as well. We may find something if we take a more careful look. Let's go, shall we? How do I get back to the reference room? From here. What's the quickest way? There's a shortcut there.
We may be able to break through the wall ahead.
Wait, I can pass through that
Open
one
fire?
already? Open fire? Shortcut that up. Ooh, hello. That's for Karamaru. That's his name, isn't it? Probably forgetting his name completely. Where? Well, it seems that there's a shortcutty place down there. The door won't open. It seems to be locked. This door won't open either. Another one. When all these locked doors make it hard to come and go. I talk about an overprotective school. It's also possible that there's this much resistance to prevent anyone from trespassing.
Oh?
This door, it says lab storage room. Let's look around for the matching key. Alright, so now we need to go back to the reference room. I think the best way to do that is to try and find that shortcut that I made. Probably actually the best way of getting there is actually to go home. And then we can get Yukiko out of the group at the same time as getting a heal.
Welcome.
So that would be wise. Alright, so Labyrinth, Evil Spirit Club, change party members, arrange. I'm wondering what that mustard is though. Oh, and thank you for telling me what the colours meant, by the way. Thank you. Very, very helpful. Yeah, that mustard. It's not come up yet. Very interesting, very interesting. Right, so start from furthest floor. And then we basically want to go through... Yeah, because I marked the event there, so... They're not checked in there. Okay. It's just a shortcut. Oh, no, the map's not sorted. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so... see what we got.
I have discovered a suspicious area up ahead. Let us investigate.
That's what we're doing. Piles of school newspapers are in disorderly stacks on the shelves. And they're filled with articles by students about school events.
Oh?
This article seems something curious written in it. You look over the newspaper article. Mysterious light in the dark school building. Residents nearby have informed us that lights were on late at night in the old, unused school building. If you know of anyone who entered at night, or have seen any suspicious persons, report it to a teacher. The article ends there. That sounds creepy. Yeah, but so what? What does it have to do with us?
Not quite.
Sorry, what I meant to bring your attention to is what's on the back. On the back of the article are some incomprehensible lines written in red. First step is to the east, and 2 to the north, 2 to the east, 2 north, and 3 west. Okay. 2 to the south, 1 to the east, 2 to the south, and then 1 west to where you started. What? The line's in red and there. Like, okay, that's where I'm meant to walk, but where? I wonder if it's telling us to follow that path.
Yes.
That's what I assume. There's a wall to the east of where we are now, so take it isn't the place this isn't the place it's talking about. Yeah, it's like, where do we do this? We need to find somewhere that lets us walk that path. Hopefully we've already drawn it on the map. I'm not sure I can remember all this, though. Yeah, it's a little long to memorize. I think it would be easier if you wrote it down. I already memorized it. Can I see it again? Get some pictures of it. Sure, better safe than sorry. First step is to the east, then 2 to the north, 2 east, 2 north, and 3 to the west. 2 to the south, 1 to the east, 2 to the south, and then 1 west to where you started. The line's in red and there. Did you note it down? Well, even if you got it, it's not like this article is going anywhere. You can always come back again. Now just to find out where the hell I'm gonna do that. There are tons of pins stuck into the portrait hung on the wall. The pins seem to form an arrow pointing down.
Huh?
What the? Talk about a nasty prank. There's something down below. Perhaps you should note this down on the map. This is going to be the starting point, isn't it? So let me have a look at the images I got. Yeah. I gotta remember my east from west. All the dots question mark. The air near your feet grows cold for a moment. All the dots exclamation. Piece of paper that was not there earlier is on the ground at your feet.
Huh?
What is that? It's dark and hard to read, but all it says is continue on. This is definitely it then. What? The hell? Sounds like someone's watching us. I don't care if it's a ghost or a monster. Show yourself and come at us.
What?
Don't call it out. I believe we're on the right path. And yet, there's no knowing what might happen. Let's proceed with caution. Let me get Karumaru here, we don't need caution. The air near your feet grows cold again. Once again, you find a piece of paper on the ground. Who is it? Who's putting these here? Are you scared? Of course I am. We don't know who's doing this.
I see.
I don't really understand. You? What does this one say? It's dark and hard to read, but the only thing written on it is soon. I'm certain we're on the right path. Let's proceed with caution. Again, we got Karumaru here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, did it. All the dots question mark? A low, dull sound echoes from somewhere. Oh, electricity is flowing to the switchboard now. How? We must have followed the correct path as written on the back of that newspaper. It's still dark, but if you use the switchboard, that should turn the lights on. Yeah, I'm scared, but it'll be way less scary with the lights on.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
That sure cheered some people up in a hurry. You should try going back to the switchboard. There's a switchboard. Let's try operating this switchboard. You turned on what seems to be the main power switch. Something. Look, the lights. The lights have come on. It's like beams of light pouring into my heart. We might be able to see some new things now. Let's keep our eyes open as we walk. I'm assuming we're going to find a key in one of these lights then. But
Huh?
there's something under the table.
Crap!
Better not be a human bone or something. I think it's a key. I see.
How dare you?
Broske.
What the hell?
I didn't mean anything by it. I was just worrying out loud, not trying to scare anyone. From now on, those who make careless comments will be executed. Is that understood? Sorry.
Oh.
Michan, are you scared of bones?
Well,
Not
I...
necessarily. But if you think about them, they are eerie. I knew it. You and I are a perfect match, Micha. After all, my X-rays are totally empty. I just so happen to contain none of what you are afraid of. That's eerie in itself. No! Oh my. Tatsumi, show me that key. Oh, right. The words lab storage room are written on the key. Well, we know where to go then. It escaped unnoticed because it was dark, but now we can proceed. You hold on to it, Naru. Got me. Lab storage key. Okay, so it was over here, wasn't it? Yes. We inserted the lab storage key into the keyhole. First things first, get that shortcut, which is back here.
That wall seems off. Shall we examine it more closely?
Okay. I don't trust this at all. The shadow's meant to be, like, hinting at something? Like, 'cause I can see objects, is there... Just like, am I meant to stick to the light? Is there anything gonna happen? At all? Hear the sound of a rattle nearby. Yeah, there you go. All the dots, exclamation.
Oh, I think the FOE's noticed us.
Definitely has.
That
Right.
enemy is rare.
Let's F9 it up, because F9's my...
It's making me anxious.
Indeed. My F9 is, my quick save. What's it called? I don't know what it's called now. There's a term for that on an emulator. State save? Can't remember now. Oh, I want you to open haste. We'll hold on then. We'll hold on. Let's go Meragian. Let's go Assault Shot. Let's go Stun Circle. Megiddo. Megidola.
Hakuna Hikuna!
It's no
See, I'm
use.
very lucky with these golden hands.
It ran away.
We'll only at least get one if I can.
Missed.
So a few Scarpers. We'll do a reload.
Persona. Huh?
That's not good.
Persona.
Summoning
That's
Palladian!
very good.
Extermination
There we go.
complete. I believe we have beaten our speed record.
Not getting very much XP at all, really, are we?
I have become stronger once more.
Very well. Right, I would make a cut there, but it's not very much thinking. Yeah, somehow got around it. Gotta be careful where I go in here. Door over there. Out we go.
Oh, thank God. It looks like that FOE gave up.
Nothing with them, okay.
There's something that's bothering me about that area. I wonder what it is.
I was gonna say, it didn't seem to me like there was any way out of here. Or the that's exclamation. Found a key with a tag reading South Building. Obtained South Building key.
Huh?
Koro-chan, is there something scary about that key? He was only saying, well done. I thought it went without saying, so I refrained from translating. I see. Yay! We already found the door that leads to the South Building. Come on, let's go.
Now that I think about it,
I think this leads to the South Building. Can we open it with the key we found? You can search the South Building key into the keyhole. Assume we can, yeah. Okay, so that's that. Okay. You hear the sound of a rattle nearby. All the ducks exclamation.
We're being pursued by the enemy FOE.
Okay, so... how did you get that way? It's fine, because we've just got one ahead of you. Fantastic.
We were successful in escaping from the enemy FOE.
There's the 100% chest.
there are 3 enemies. The threat level is low.
It has a hole even before our fight.
Okay, stun circle. Megiddo. Mahamon.
Sukuna Hikuna!
Impossible!
Good, because I got that one at least.
Pyro Jack!
Full force!
Nice.
I can't lose! Summoning Persona!
Don't exactly need that now. As we're
Target
throwing out
lost.
just in case, you know. Let's just go rush.
That enemy is weak against darkness! You are indeed skilled.
There we go.
Great job, leader! Take a rest.
That's alright. There's a poster on the ground. Poster reads, "Don't run in the hallways. Avoid being a sorry Shigeto? Shigeto? Could it be a safety PSA? That takes you back. Remember those posters? Stuff like, say no to snacks from strangers. Snacks? Chen, you have snacks? Oh, sorry, no, it's just a slogan for little kids. There's a bunch of them. Toys are better when you take turns. Mind your P's and Q's. I see. Juice and eggs with no whites are part of a balanced breakfast.
No, damn it!
There's no such slogan.
What?
No egg whites, but they're an important source of protein.
No, man.
It's hardly the only thing wrong with what she said. Everyone, when sensing the presence of an FOE in that room. I don't know where, though. I think you should follow the poster and don't run here. Isn't exactly running that much anyway. Okay, so don't run. Hello? Did we decide not to run? What good would it do us to run now? I didn't run. I didn't press any button other than forward.
Wait! I said wait!
That time it was totally understandable. Yeah, I agree. I'll let it slide. I've had enough. I've been startled so much here that it's wearing me out. I can't go on. Sheesh. Who cares about that thing? Let's just run through here. I mean, that scene just clearly opened up just because. No, I can't run because I'm too scared, so no running. It's not why we're not going to run, though. Ray has forbidden it, so no running. If anyone scares her, then I will show no mercy. Understood? Now let's go. Slowly. But I didn't run. Like, that wasn't me running, so... Maybe it's like I'm not meant to run into it. So if I ran, I'd probably run into that. But not that way. Okay. Is it coming at us? Wait, okay. acting like this before too. I don't think this kind is gonna come after us. We don't have to worry about running into it if we take it one step at a time. It's not that big a deal, right? Yeah, it's careful not to run into it. No, so it's not coming at us. You sound so disappointed for. Shinjiro-san is right. If we mark where these FOEs appear, it won't pose much of a threat. That's it, don't run in the hallway slogan we saw earlier. It must have been in reference to this. Anyway, let's continue to use caution as we go. Okay. Oh, it came from that way, so...
There seems to be a switch up ahead.
A switch? Oh yeah. Hello. There's something here that looks like a light switch. This has to be a light switch, right? Let's turn it on. Turning it on sounds good. We're turning it on, right? What's with the echo in here? The light did help ward off the baby FOE, so it may be worth a try. I'll leave the decision to you, leader. Ah, that's why it kept stopping. Alright. Here it goes. All the dots. Exclamation. No! The room's lights turned on and the FOEs vanished.
Hooray!
Oh, I'm not getting any FOE readings at all in that room anymore. I see. It doesn't seem like they simply went into hiding either. It may be a type of FOE that can't exist outside of the darkness. Whatever the case, this will surely help us reach places that were inaccessible up to now. Okay, there's a door here, we'll go in there. Because I'm heading for that shortcut. At least we got this.
There's a power spot up ahead. Why don't we examine it?
We'll go no on that. What's this stone thing in the middle? Like a grave or something?
That wall seems off.
Yeah, let's pass through.
Shall we examine it more closely?
And now I should have the ability to head back to the beginning quite easily. So, I'm going to end this part here, and I'm going to head back to the school and see if we've got anything going on there. If not, we'll carry on the next part in the labyrinth. So see you then. Ta-ra for now.